Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to another junk journal video. In my baby junk journal today, I have my little sidekick right next to me, so you're probably going to hear her. Alright guys, so I have my first few layouts done. I have my month pockets placed where I want them to be, and now it's time to start putting some of the photographs and cards. I have this footprint card from the hospital into her first month section in her journal. I think I just filled up her first month, and I still have some things that need to go in her book, but I just kind of started out with you. So I'm taking this photo where she's nursing, and then I have this one of Alistair holding her for the very first time. And I want to go ahead and put these on this page, on these pages right here. And I decided to go ahead and take the breastfeeding picture and glue that on top of this card. The card was sent to me from the hospital from like my nurses, the people that took care of me there. So I thought that was really cool to keep. So I'm keeping this so simple. I am going to glue on a few embellishments from this collection. It's Prima Heaven Sent 2. But yeah, you're going to see I'm keeping it pretty darn simple. I'm gluing this card down on the page, and I'm just not doing a ton to the background. That's kind of why I already pre-decorated this journal, and I really don't want this journal to become too full. It's actually already really chunky is the thing. So moving forward after this, I'm going to have to probably literally just glue down pictures. And that's fine with me because I can do my journaling on the actual pages. So here I'm just stapling this picture down to a Project Life card. And let's see here. I'm just going to glue this one straight down to the page. Again, I did try talking while I was filming, but Arlo was kind of playing and I was talking to her, so I have to do a voiceover. I know it's a little bit better when you can get the idea of what my thinking process is at the moment, but that's just how it has to go. Alright, so I'm just checking things out here. And I have this pocket, so I decided I wanted to just go ahead and put Arlo's ultrasound pictures in that pocket. And now I am open to this page. So actually, that's right, the pictures that I just put in, they were prior to her being a month old, so that's why they were before the month pocket here. So now I'm going ahead and putting some pictures that have to do with bathing on this page. Now this little card says first bath, and these are not pictures of her first bath. Of course, she was a month old here. We did have her first bath at home, but yeah, I thought it was just a cute card, and I don't care about it being specific. These pictures are of her first bath, so good enough. She loves bath time. So first of all, I'm just gluing down this one picture of her in the bath, which was in our sink. She was so tiny. So next I wanted to do some journaling for sure because she loves bath time so much, and she still does. So I'm going to go ahead and find a journaling card. And I love this pack that matches the entire collection that I have my book made out of. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this picture down. Arlo is dancing next to me right now, and it's so darn cute. She's dancing. You dancing, girlfriend? She's like, why are you talking to your phone? So I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll have space for journaling on the back, which I did that off the camera. But then I had this side pocket here, so that worked out perfect. And I wanted to have some kind of a tab. So I am going to, let's see, what do I do here? Oh boy. That's right. So I'm going to use my edge punch. I don't know about you guys, but I wish I used these more because they're so easy. It's quicker than a die, and it makes your edges really pretty. It's really pretty for the tops of pockets. So I pulled a few of mine out, and I'm hoping that I will use them a little bit more now that I have them out. So now I did my journaling, like I said, off camera, and now I can go ahead and stick that in the pocket, and then the first little layout is done. I had this little pin, and I wanted to use that somewhere, so you'll see at the end I'm going to use it. But next we have pictures of Arlo smiling. These are a few of her pictures from her very first smiles. One of the pictures is like her first smile in, let's see, was she in the hospital in that one? It's hard to remember. But you probably know if you have babies, those first smiles, they're probably not intentional. A lot of people say they're gas, but I don't really think that they're all gas, honestly. Like, just because she wasn't always having gas when she was doing those smiles, I think they're happy, but I don't really think they're intentional. Either way, they are perfect, and I wanted to document that. So I wanted to have a pocket because I did want to journal about that, and so I'm going to put a tag behind that. So this is where, when I move forward, I'm going to have to stop doing this. I'm just going to really have to treat this like a simple baby book where I glue pictures down, do my journaling on the pages and spots that are already there for me. I can't really do a lot of decorating because I just don't want it to be so chunky that it can't shut or fit on a bookshelf easily. And I feel like the over chunky journals also kind of wear out a little bit quicker. So here I have a stamp set, and again it matches the collection, which makes it so easy for decorating. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a couple of these stamps on this, it's like a shipping tag, and then that way I'll do my journaling on the back of it, and I really like how this ended up looking. So I'm just getting those stamps placed where I want, and then pick them up with my acrylic block. And I did stamp with some Distress Oxide, which is not permanent. So once it dried, I did go ahead and spray some, oh gosh, what's it called? Acrylic sealer, I think. I sprayed something over the top of it. And then I'll go ahead and glue around 3 of the edges of that journaling card that has this picture of her smiling. I'm going to place that tag down where I want it because then it will glue down with just enough space. And then I'm gluing another little embellishment on top, and then our pocket is done. And then on the right hand side I have another smiling picture of her, and I'm going to go ahead and place that on the same little spread or layout. So again, I am wanting to add some decorations with this one, since that's kind of where my headspace was when I was doing this. So I'm writing out first smile because I didn't have a journal. Actually, I did. I had a journaling card at one point that said first smile, and I could not find it for the life of me, and I had this idea in mind already, printed out the picture, so I just had to go ahead and write it down, but that's fine. I love looking in my baby book and seeing my mom's writing. I think it's so cool, and so I encourage you to use your own handwriting for things in your journals. But this is, I'm just going to keep simple. I'm stapling it onto a doily, and I added a rose die cut, and then I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down kind of right over top of that first smile journaling card. And then we are done with this layout. So I had a bunch of cards that I got when I had Arlo, and I wanted to go ahead and put them in a plastic sleeve, and I was thinking that I was going to put them on this page, but you can see I'm doing it now. I didn't want to cut this out because I just want to show you guys that I do mess things up, or not even mess up. I do things and change my mind, just like you do. But I went ahead and at the end I took those out because they were just two-dimensional. They were super thick, and so even though I'm putting it here now, I'm like, nope. So I put the hat back in there. I set it to the side. I'm just going to toss it in the back of the book for now, but I'll probably do something with it later. Okay, so moving on. I have this picture of Arlo. She's all curled up and she looks teeny tiny. This is when she was just about a month. And I just wanted to capture how small she really was because she was like 5 pounds at once. And so I glue this on top of an envelope. And that way I'm going to put a journaling card in here again where I'm going to do some journaling. But I went ahead and grabbed a few of the die cut pieces. And I noticed I had this little Polaroid, I guess die cut. And I thought it looked perfect over the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that over the top. And then I go ahead and glue it down to the page. I had a sticker that I thought would look cute on the top of the page. I felt like it needed something more, so I go ahead and glue that down because these stickers are not sticky at all. I had to glue down a bunch in my other junk journal because they kept falling off. So now that I have the picture and that Polaroid die cut glued on the flap of the envelope, I can find a journaling card that I wanted to add to this layout, and it fits perfectly in the little pocket here. So I'll have that there, and I do journaling off camera again for that. I am trying to do my journaling as I go. But then you can see here what I put in the pocket next to it. It was just a picture of her sleeping, which she never does. So that completes this session for our baby junk journal. So guys, I will see you in the next video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.